Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing 3 family recipes with you. These 3 recipes are 3 of the recipes that I shared in my family food haul that I shared a couple of weeks ago, and these are the recipes that you guys all asked to see. I will share more in later videos, but I just wanted to share 3 for you today, so they're kind of like in bite-sized pieces, so they don't get the recipes don't get lost in a kind of bigger video. As always, I'll list all of the products and quantities down below in my description box. I'll list them to feed a family of 4, but if you have more or less to feed, then just adjust the quantities to suit. I really hope you enjoy these recipes. Thank you as always for watching and supporting, and let's get cooking. Okay, so we are going to be having halloumi tacos, well, pitters for dinner tonight. So what I've got here is some halloumi that I've cut up into little kind of slices like that. I've got this hot honey. I'll link this recipe down below in my description box, but this is my homemade hot honey. It's so good. I've got these Greek style flatbreads, but you can choose whatever you would like with this. You can have the hard shell tacos, you can just have normal wraps, but we love these thick flatbreads. They're so good. Then what I've got as well, we just bought this from the shop, so you could do some wedges on the side. Yes, we just had these dolphin oil potatoes in our fridge already, so we're just gonna pop those into the oven while we're making the rest of that to make this recipe even easier. Then what I have done is sliced up some red cabbage, and here I've got some apple cider vinegar. These are little sachets that I have left over from a HelloFresh meal. So I'm gonna add those into there with a little bit of sugar to pickle that. I've got some limes and I've got some coriander as well diced up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start by pickling my red cabbage. So like I said, I'll add my apple cider vinegar to it and a bit of sugar, and then every now and then I'm just gonna keep on mixing that together, and so that everything is nicely coated, and then all of that cabbage is going to start to pickle nicely. Then while that is pickling, obviously my potatoes are going to be in the oven, but I'm going to fry off my halloumi, and I'm going to add quite a generous amount of hot honey onto it. Once those are browned, I'll flip them over obviously in between, but once those are nice and browned, I will then start constructing our meal. So we'll have one of the Greek flatbreads on the bottom, then I'll put some of my pickled cabbage, then a generous amount of my halloumi, a generous squeezing of lime juice. That is very important in this recipe. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some coriander. I would normally put some squashed avocado on here as well, but we've eaten it all, so I don't have any to add. And then I'm just going to serve it with some potatoes on the side, and that is your dinner done. Okay, it is dinner time, and here's what I'm making. I am going to be making a king prawn curry. This is like a cheats curry because it is so simple. I'm not actually making my own curry paste, as you can see. I'm just going to be using one of these little pots instead. So in here you actually get 2 pots. I'm only going to be using one, so I can keep the other one for a later date. So what I've got here is my curry pot. I've got coconut milk, chopped tomatoes. This is just the chutneys, lime pickle and mango chutney, for if people want that on at the end. 2 bags of king prawns, which I have defrosted. I've got some garlic paste, tomato puree, and then I've got naan breads, pistachios, and honey. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So basically I didn't show you my rice. I've also got rice, which I'm going to be cooking in my rice cooker. So I'll get my rice on to begin with at first, and then to make the curry, like I said, it's so simple. In a big pot, I'm basically just going to add in my curry paste. Then I'll add in a generous squeeze of tomato puree and some of the garlic puree. I'm just going to mix that on a heat for a few minutes to let all those nice flavors just come to life. Then I'm going to add in my chopped tomatoes and my coconut milk. Oops, forgot to show you I was going to use a vegetable stock cube too. And then I'll pop my prawns in as well and let everything cook away nicely and let all those delicious tastes go into the prawns. You can then just leave that on low to simmer while your rice cooks. When there's about 10 minutes to go, you want to pop your naans into the oven for 5 minutes or so. And when they come out, you want to put a generous amount of your honey on each. And then you also want to sprinkle over some crushed pistachio nuts. These are the best kind of naan breads you'll ever try. Honestly, they're so good. And my kids absolutely love them too. So I hope yours would as well. And that is it. That's your curry. So if you didn't want to have the prawns, you could substitute them out with chicken. You could put bits of like lamb in there, bits of beef in there, whatever you'd like. But this is like a really quick and simple curry to just whip up in literally 10-20 minutes if you're going to be cooking the rice. But you can always buy packet rice to make it a really quick 10-minute meal. Okay, so this is going to become a roast dinner. So I've obviously got a whole chicken here. I've got carrots, Yorkshire puddings, potatoes, cauliflower to make cauliflower cheese, broccoli, gravy, and then this is to make the cauliflower cheese sauce. I've got some flour, milk. This is essential in any good white sauce, some Coleman's mustard powder, and then I've also got some butter as well. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to get the chicken in the oven. So what I do with my chicken, I just put some olive oil on it, and then I put some garlic granules and some of this celery salt, and then I cook it for like an hour and a half, depending on obviously how big it is and how long the chicken needs. While the chicken's cooking, I'm just going to peel up my potatoes, cut them into roast potato sizes, and then I'll get those into the oven once there's an hour left on the chicken. And I will just peel my carrots as well. I like to pop some honey on top of the carrots because it makes them really nice and sweet. And then I'm going to make my cauliflower cheese too. So obviously I'll just dice up my cauliflower. I actually like to roast my cauliflower first instead of steaming it. I feel like it gives it more flavour. So once my cauliflower is cut up, I'll pop it into the oven, let that roast for like 15 to 20 minutes. And in that time, I'll be making my white sauce. Just some melted butter, add in the plain flour and the mustard. Then I will, once that's all combined, I'll slowly add in my milk until it thickens up. Oh, I will add some cheese to this as well. I forgot to show you that at the beginning. Add in some grated cheese, and then I'm just going to pour that directly onto the roasted cauliflower. Back in the oven for like another 15 to 20 minutes, and then you have the most delicious cauliflower cheese. I'll also steam up some broccoli, put my Yorkshire puddings in for the last 5 minutes, and make some gravy, and there you have a really easy roast dinner that's full of goodness and just delicious. So those are the 3 recipes I wanted to share with you today. I really hope you enjoyed them. Let me know which was your favourite and which one you will be trying at home. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.